here. Happy and welcome back. Um, I think what we'll do is we'll just do the briefest of recaps. You guys, using your now patented "let's all fly, go invisible, and get shit done" maneuver, which effectively breaks many encounters, were very capable of taking care of the siege engines. And not only did you break all the remaining heavy catapults that were left after the pitchlings had had their fun,
We
you guys were
also broke the concern of one DM.
yeah, well, I mean, maybe we'll see. Again, things are coming. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's burning. It's fine. Um, you guys also took out the ballistas that were there as well, and you did not get involved in any real shenanigans before basically like taking back off. The dwarven sappers blew the tunnel, and you guys disappeared and came back to Gallows Fen to rest for the evening. I think what we can do is so basically the book says that if anybody manages to completely destroy all of the heavy catapults, they should all be rewarded with inspiration. So if anybody doesn't have inspiration, give it to yourself. If anybody has multiple inspirations, give yourself one more and keep track of that, however you keep track of it. Um, but early the next morning, uh, sort of as dawn starts to break and the light starts to fold over the mountains of the Aliti Gap and starts to pour towards Gallows Fend itself, uh, battle drums and horns start to sound. And as a warm breeze blows up from the south, it snaps the banners of the various regiments all around you, um, from Gallo, from Lady Timor, from Lord Dashkaban, and the various like different kind of standards that are sort of like the sub flags beneath them all like wave in this breeze. About an hour after sunrise, the armies of Gallo and Steppengard are assembled and ready for battle. For just a brief overview of this, Steppengard's forces need to march through the Authoril Vale, Authoril Vale, which is boom right here, to reach Gallo's Fend. And rather than ceding the land to him, Gallo intends to confront him in a straight up fight. Effectively, thousands of foot soldiers, cavalry, magic users, monstrous forces are scattered and lined up uh, on a front that ranges about 2,000 feet across. You guys have been asked to hold one section of this line. It is 150 feet wide, and your job is to not let anyone pass. You are not to worry about the people to your left and right. Your job is simply to hold where you are. Um, just to like make sure that everything is fair with this, you will only deal with the things that the waves that are coming at you. There will be no like sideways flanks that come in from other sides. So it's just a straight up and down fight. In Discord, whenever we last had a chance to talk about this, I put like an Excel spreadsheet that basically shows what it is: 150 feet wide, and the forces of darkness. Wow, that sounds a little too over the top right now. Steppengard's forces are lined up about 2,000 feet away from you, and they will be marching towards you, whereas you have a line to hold, and you will be there. As sort of like a gameplay mechanic part of this, if for whatever reason you will basically have to like hold the line against several waves of oncoming foes. If at any point you are being defeated, you absolutely have the ability to retreat, as fresh forces will replace you, and that you can fall back to heal your wounds and live to fight another day. um, However, for the points of the victory points, that is the other chart in Discord right now, that would effectively be a defeat that would not gain you more victory points. Right now, you are currently sitting at 20 victory points. Um, okay, what else to talk about this? Okay, so Commander Heritage is going to be with you. This is the dwarf that met you when you first came into Gallo. He's the same dwarf that attempted to help you guys check out the Elite Pass, and he is either in charge of the units that you will have with you, because it's not just going to be you; it's going to be a series of other Gallo or other forces, um, and he can either command them or he can help command them per your guidance. Oh shit! It sounds like somebody's rolling dice already.
No, I'm doing my normal inspiring leader bardic shit.
Okay, just taking a shit. So, fun fact: before any sporting event I've ever done, whether it was combat or not, uh, right before the
Okay.
game, I've suddenly needed to take a shit, and it's just always been a thing. It's like, all right, here comes. We're gonna start playing rugby. We're gonna start doing. Nope, I gotta poop. Hold on a sec. All right, now I'm good to go.
Okay.
So,
Thanks.
you're welcome. Well, he said shit, and it just reminded me. So, anyways, um,
Yeah.
and so basically, Heritage's thoughts are that for the 150-foot line, um, your unit. So one of the things you need to decide is what your unit is made up of, and I'll get to that in one sec. However, um, Heritage has suggested that the easiest way to set this up is that you will have. Um, you should set it up so that there's only two gaps using both your units, and you will have what is it? Uh, okay, I'll break it down. So whether they have foot soldiers, cavalry, or other things, your unit is just large enough to fill a 150-foot wide line with some to spare. The if the unit the basically the unit should have two gaps dividing it into three roughly equal parts, with archers set up behind the cheval de frise, which is what you guys found around the catapults that, because you were all flying, you didn't have to fucking deal with at all, but it's a real bitch for people who aren't flying. um, and then the majority of the soldiers will fight in melee. Archers will be protected and able to target particularly dangerous foes and aerial enemies if there are any. And mages can either be there or further back with good ranged attacks should they be set up. Okay, so before I kind of take you guys to the map to look at what you are, because it's up to you how you want to do this. Heritage is happy to be part of this, however you need him to be. Um, I plan on doing like, if you want Heritage to control the troops, he will do so following your commands, but kind of just handling that business so you don't have to spend the time to go through everything. If you want to get into the nitty gritty, we can do that. That's fine too. Um, here's what you guys have for forces. You have two Gallo chaplains, basically clerics that are there to run around and heal if possible. You have two squads of archers and six squads of Gallo soldiers, plus Heritage himself. So that's what you get as a baseline. Because you've secured the help of Lord Dashkaban, instead of the six squads of Gallo soldiers, you could replace them with three squads of Dashkaban knights and a rust monster with its handler. By the way, the rust monster's name is Woody, and his rust monster is called Woody's rust monster. That's per the game.
Buzz.
Because you because you Buzz, yes, because you supplied, or not, because you secured Lady Timor's help, you also can gain inst- you instead of no no I'm sorry, not instead of, you can also gain two war mages, and instead of the rust monster you can have two Poff Dizzyqueefs, which is a Zorn. For those of you who don't
Ooh.
know, Zorns are effectively um, elemental monsters that are they're probably like a challenge rating like 5 or 6, but they're no joke. And effectively, if you want to use Tupoff, you're given a clapper that if you throw somewhere within 1 to 4 rounds, he basically is just wandering around the battlefield killing enemies. He will show up and fight for several rounds until either he's incapacitated or he's wounded, and then he'll run away.
Cool.
So the choice for you guys to make is you'll have your 2 chaplains, you'll have your 2 squads of archers. Do you want 6 squads of soldiers, like foot soldiers, or 3 squads of knights? You'll have 2 Timor war mages, and then do you want a rust monster or Tupoff? And yes, Tupoff is Tupof. So I guess you could say Tupov, but I like Tupoff.
See, I thought you were saying the name was Poff, and you were saying there was 2 of them. And I was like, oh man, 2? That sounds fun.
Yeah, no.
No. Tupoff Shakur.
Well, Tupoff Dzequeeps in this one, but yes.
The 2 Poff. Zorn.
Yes. Zorn, Xorn. Zorn.
Yeah.
But so before we go to the maps, so you guys can kind of put your forces where you want them, what are your thoughts? Do you want to go with?
I think three squads of knights as opposed to 6 of foot soldiers.
Yeah.
Okay. They are bigger, and they are faster moving, but when they do more damage for sure. But when they are if they are taken off their horses, which happens if their health is reduced by half, their overall like attack is not as strong. So they do more damage on horses, obviously. It also raises an additional question to ask: do you guys want horses of your own, and do you want to learn about mounted combat, or do you not want to do that?
I personally do not want a horse.
Oh, come on. Standing on the saddle.
They're slower. They're slower than her.
Yeah.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah. And I've decided I'm going to be using the my flaming quarterstaff that you gave me. So
Okay. Cool. Didn't you give it a name? I think you gave it a name. Twilight. That's right. Yes. And also, just because I didn't want to not mention it, Jen came up with an interesting idea for battle plans prior to this, and if you want to share them, 100% they've been factored in or considered. Specifically, it was an idea that involved bombs in the river, if you have forgotten.
I have forgotten.
So
you feel free to talk about it.
I'm just saying that I took notes when last we spoke.
I'm glad one of us did.
So
Glad someone did.
When last we met, you had suggested as a potential battle plan that the dwarven sappers, the people that had like dug and then blown up the tunnel so you could escape after taking out the catapults and the siege engines or siege weapons, that they could use their skills along the river. And one of the concerns that was given to you was that they didn't want to overdo explosives on the river, because if the river in any way gets dammed up, it could fuck up everything in a long term. But they were willing to potentially do some controlled explosions if there were incursions that came up the river, and those were things that were taken into consideration. So I just wanted to say that was passed along, and they have acted on it.
Okay. I remember talking about the gap, like saying to blow the gap to prevent the Regessians from coming in.
You had said
Stephen Guard's attack, just in preparation that if we get hammered by Steppengard and this squabble prevents us from being able to defend our realms, that they take and the Regessians are coming in, that our people be able to blow the gap. And you said that would be they would be killing themselves. And I said, yes, they understand their sacrifice.
I understand that they understand. Yep.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, that's what they get paid the big bucks for.
I don't know that
To
they do,
not
but
be able to spend it.
you get that money, you spend it yet? No? All right. But
I'm going to pay you after the job is done.
But yeah, there was a lot of bombing of a lot of passes and rivers and things and tunnels. Yes. I recall.
I think if I remember correctly, Obscurity, you were so enamored with the explosions that you were just like, we could blow up everything.
Yeah,
so why don't we just blow up everything?
Yeah, this is a good idea. I mean, solved.
She all of a sudden, her character just starts morphing, getting shorter and stouter.
Just turned into a bomb.
Well, I was going to say a dwarf.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like the lavender violet from Willy Wonka. Turning
Oh,
into a
okay.
blueberry.
Oh, yep.
Okay, cool. Oh, and I also have had prepped like the little fireballs that are in my quarterstaff. They last about an hour, so I have a bunch of those prepped in a satchel.
Fireballs in your quarterstaff? What is this?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a cool
I
thing
remember that
thought
you
of,
could
so.
you could hit things and it could light them on fire or do fire damage. I don't remember fireballs.
So okay, that is what creates the fire damage. So the torch staff is a pole arm with a heavy weighted head designed to hold a bundle of hessian coated in sulfur and lime that can be ignited like a torch. Blah blah blah, bright lights, blah blah blah. Flame persists for 1 hour and burns even in heavy rain. And the materials required to make a new bundle costs 1 copper piece. So bundle, not fireball.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool.
That makes you feel better?
It makes me feel a lot better because I'm like, there's no fireball. Like, what are we doing? There's no fireball. What are we talking about right now?
Fire bundle. Fire bundle.
Yes. I do feel better now that I know what you're talking about, and you can reignite or reset your fire bundle if for some reason it goes out. Yes.
The 3rd level spell, Fire Bundle.
I light fire bundle.
And so then we had to decide between a rust monster and a thingamabob. What do we think about that?
Yeah. An elemental or a rust monster?
Does the rust monster hang around? The thingamabob leaves?
No, the thingamabob you can like send to other places and it'll hang around and then kill everybody around you.
So I'm gonna be very honest with you. The rust monster is a cool thought, but it's really easy to kill, and I honestly don't understand. Like,
I appreciate your honesty. We'll go with the thingamabob.
Go with it.
Like the Zorn is pretty cool. It's a medium creature. It's got 70 something hit points. It does. Hang on, where is it? I'll look it up. The Zorn, yeah, it makes 3 claw attacks, so it's got 4 attacks with a multi-attack. It's got a +6 to hit on each. It does 3d6 or 1d6 depending upon the bite or the claw. So does it do a ton of damage? No, but effectively, it's a great thing to just like, if all of a sudden you guys are being overrun and you need something to get in there, like hurl this thing in the middle of it, and then this guy just comes up from under the ground and just starts ripping things apart. So it's
also, where the fuck is the giant owl or eagle? Like,
that's a question. That's a question for Kevin. Kevin.
Oh, then it's right here.
Okay.
Found it.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm not sure. I know that was something that I was actually thinking about myself in terms of what we could do with it, if there was anything that he would be willing to do.
Yeah, you could be fucking flying and casting fireball down on people.
He's like, I don't have fireball, but
not everyone has fireball, including yourself.
Fire bundles.
Right.
Dolan has a very different outlook for this battle. She's like, absolutely
Right.
not. We have fireball. It's
Fireball, fireball, fireball. Bomb.
Even the monk has 8 fireballs. No, the monk does not have 8. Why? What are you talking about?
And then I had a question about what our options were for placement for holding the line. Because I mean, I saw you draw kind of a line where we were supposed to be heading up, but I wasn't sure if like we had to be someplace along that line specifically, or if there was some wiggle room on that.
Yep. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just making sure that everything you guys need to see is on the map that I'm getting ready for you guys. And then we'll do that. I'll bring you guys over there, and then you can figure out what you want to do.
Kevin, are you going to want to become a Tyrannosaurus Rex again?
I mean, always.
I don't want to say no.
I like that. That's Nim's voice now.
You know it is.
So,
How are you guys
yeah,
doing?
I mean, I'm
I don't
definitely
know why, but I'm
always
definitely
down.
not as turned on by that.
Nim, I really liked you.
Yeah,
I don't like you anymore.
I don't like what
Right.
you're doing with your voice. Don't like that.
Oh shit.
So yeah, I'm definitely kind of always down to be a T-Rex if it's something that can
down to
help
be a
us in the
T-Rex.
situation.
So that's going to be the next T-shirt we make.
Right.
Situational wreck.
Always down to be a T-Rex.
Well, I mean, I think that's just a given, isn't it? Like, I mean,
Right. Well, that's why it's a shirt.
That's why it's a T-shirt. Duh.
When someone asks you if you want to be a T-Rex, you say yes. Like, I mean, that's...
No, I want to be a blue whale in the desert. Okay. Is anyone going to want to be flying or invisible?
Yes.
Everyone. No one wants any
wait.
of those dumb things. Yes.
Somebody may want to check obscurity and just say, obscurity, remember the last time you decided to just run off and then all of a sudden you were like visible and died.
I don't remember what you're talking about at all.
Light, because visibility is going to go away the moment we attack.
Right.
Oh yeah, if I can stay invisible, that'd be great. If I can't stay invisible, then don't.
Yeah, no.
That's exactly why I said that. Just
right.
Let's.
But if you're asking if we want to be, the answer is going to be yes each time.
I think flying would be wicked fun, but
yeah.
So if that doesn't, but I'm also fine being on the ground because I am going to be fighting things face to face. If somebody more arranged folks want to be flying, that might make more sense for them.
Well, yeah, you're going to be face to face, but you're going to be like, just like looking up at them the whole time.
Peter Panning it, yeah.
I think I can bring you guys here now.
Please remember, each one of you has a bardic inspiration and 14 temporary hit points.
And also remember that you have a standard inspiration as well. Everybody has a standard inspiration as well, which is a reroll, effectively.
So Venice gives the best speeches, guys.
I try.
Really?
Everybody, don't die, and you have my luck.
No bleeding.
Damn it.
Right. So let's do this so you guys can make some decisions. All right, bring you guys over here.
Yeah.
Boop, and then do this. Boop.
Oh, shit.
And everyone's going to be flying.
Or in snow.
That's exactly what I was thinking. There's been a grave snowstorm.
And then you guys,
magic users.
You guys are all down here.
Controlling this shit.
Whoa, this is not what I meant to put on at all. Sorry about that. Put that on.
And
those are our forces all down there.
Okay, so on this map, you're gonna see you've got 2 war mages over here. You've got war horses if you want them. If you don't, I will take them off the map. You've got 2 squads of archers. You've got 3 squads of Dashkaban cavalry if you want it, or you can have the 6 squads of Gallo soldiers. These are the Cheval de Frises, which are effectively just like big spear barricade lines. That behind it, Heritage has suggested that that's where you should put your war mages and your archers so that they have a defense, and that you effectively can split everything up into just these like 3 regions where people can get through and just basically try to pincer them as they come in. I did drag him down here, and now I can't see him. Does anybody see Zorn or Tupac? Tupov.
No.
I will find him. He should be here. He is not here. So, god damn it. But if you choose the Dashkaban Knights, you don't have the soldiers. If you choose the soldiers, you don't have the knights. But that's that. And then just for full disclosure, the so they're listed as S prelates, but those are your chaplains, and the Gallo chaplains provide the following. Gallo chaplains. They have an armor class of 18. They have 45 hit points. They can move 30 feet. They are considered a 7th level spellcaster, and they have Bless, Create or Destroy Water, Cure Wounds, Detect Magic, Detect Poison and Diseases, Sanctuary, Lesser Restoration, Magic Circle, Protection from Energy, Sending, and an open 4th level slot. And then your War Mages have...
Why is it open?
because you can choose what to put in there, man.
Oh, okay.
As far as which spell
It's
I just listed
it's
before you say another one.
Mage Academy.
Um,
I couldn't learn a 4th level, so I just left it blank.
I didn't want to have that decision made for me. All right. Nope, not there. Timor War Mage. They armor class 11, hit points 32. They are very squishy, but they are 5th level spell casters that have Firebolt, Light, Message, Ray of Frost, Grease, Magic Missile, Shield, Flaming Sphere, Invisibility, Web, Dispel Magic, and Fireball. They have 2 3rd level slots, 3 2nd level slots, and 4 1st level slots. And if you think I don't have a chart to record this, you'd be wrong. Because I was like, how am I going to record this? So, again, Heritage is happy to help with this. So, like, if during the battle you guys are like, we need the chamberlains over here, the chaplains over here now to heal, he can help with that. Heritage actually has a kind of an interesting thing that you guys haven't really had a chance to see yet, and that is, oh shit, where is he? Commander Heritage. So he's got an AC of 20, 45 hit points. He possesses a potion of healing and some alchemist fire, dwarven resilience, advanced tactics, leader tactics. Basically, he has the 2 abilities to use. He has 2 times per day that he can use this. Maneuver leader. He can choose an ally to use their reaction to move up to their speed to either disengage, make a single attack, or cast a cantrip that has a casting time of 1 action. So he can just turn to one of these squads, one of you guys, one of the mages, whatever, that has not used their reaction yet, to cause them to effectively take another action. Or he can use an ability called Stalwart Leader, which he makes a performance check. His performance is pretty good. Not nearly as good as a certain person that we know, but
I'm fabulous.
and basically the chosen ally or allies, if it's a squad, gain temp hit points equal to the result. So roll a d20, he's got a +4 to it. He can get a 24. He can give 24 temporary hit points to a squad or a person or whatever if shit starts to go bad. He's only got 2 of those in a day, but he's also, he's a decent fighter. He's nothing crazy. Like, you guys clearly outclass him at this point, but it's not bad. So, first question: do you guys want soldiers or do you want knights? What do you want?
Knights, we decided on.
Okay. Okay, before I do anything, I just wanted to make sure. So.
Yep. Yeah, knights, and then I'll say what we're getting on the questions, and if anyone says, "Wait, that's not right," then I will stop giving answers.
Not doing it. What? Oh, okay.
Barricades or no barricades? Barricades. No.
Oh, what? I don't understand
I don't know
this group
why.
anymore.
Why wouldn't we want that? Let
Okay.
them come.
And then, do you guys want to effectively just put the knights blocking the line like this?
Sure. And is that it? That like those barricades is all that we can have? It has to be a flat line of barricades. We can't have them like scattered out further or anything.
So we could move them around however you want. Like they are movable, and they do have like a hit point total that they can be like battered against and take damage and break down.
Okay.
But
we can have
Heritage,
one?
yeah, Heritage has suggested that maybe the best formation. Oop, no, I'm not trying to move you around. The best formation maybe is something like this, with the clerics somewhere here ready to run. Heritage in the center, kind of. And by the way, Heritage just
Him.
right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
just right there, kind of calling out to try to get the squads to take their actions to either try to help with them, and then if the fighting breaks the lines, to engage with the fighting as it does, just as an aid to you guys, so that you guys can do what you want. Like you guys can post up out front, or you can, like, take your take your positions, try to hide behind the Cheval de Frise until enemies get close, etc. With regards to that, the enemies are crossing, like I said, the 2,000 feet to get here. Effectively, we're going to skip ahead until they are about 500 feet away.
We
I
do have
think
archers here, you said, yeah?
you do have archers,
Okay.
and the archers' range, that I will tell you, is
4,000 feet.
Kevin, you're so close, and yet somehow
A little bit less than that.
a little bit less.
399.
So the gallows archers, yeah,
Ballpark.
the squad of gallows archers, their range for their longbow volley is 600 feet. But because the troops are moving, whatchamacallit, what am I trying to say? Because the squad's moving so fast, it rather than try to do a half an action as they hit a certain feat, it's going to take them, what was it? It's going to take them 10 rounds to get to you from the point that you can see them when they are about 500 feet out, which would allow for at least 10 rounds of shots from the archers as they're coming closer. And then for spellcasters, what you want them to do is going to depend on their range. And for many of the spellcasters with fireball, etc., I think their range is 150 feet, so they're going to be shortened as well, if that makes sense.
And we have to choose the cleric 4th level spell, correct?
It's just an open slot, so that no, you don't choose the slot. Whatever the spells I told you, they can cast one at a level above.
Sorry, I thought it was an open slot. That meant they were learning something.
Any 4th level spell.
Well, listen, that could be a 4th level cure. Just saying, could be really beneficial.
See, I was thinking 4th level Guardian of Faith, and then just having like an extra summon on the field. But
listen, Johnny flies and makes everybody invisible. No.
not Johnny.
And I don't remember your answer. Are we able to have more of these barricades set up, or is these 6 barricades is all we can have?
So the 6 that are there is what you've been kind of given by the forces to defend this line with. What I was saying was you can move them around however you want. If you wanted to distribute them so that there were smaller gaps between them or whatever, we can absolutely move them around.
Okay, got it. but 6 is what we can get.
Correct.
Okay. I think then it's perfect placement.
Sweet. Did it.
Good job.
Thanks. I'll take it. Praise. Woo!
Yeah, I know.
So I think that is there. So with that, I gotta give you guys a Zorn.
And the giant eagle.
And 5.
Yes, I'm sorry. I will get a giant eagle if you guys want a giant eagle, because you would have had several days to send for. Is it Saki? Tasaki? I haven't looked at this in a book, so.
Right. I like it.
I think I'm close. I don't know if I'm nailing it.
We can name this thing Saki. Takasi.
Takasi. Oh shit! I knew it. I knew there were T's, S's, and K's.
Pretty close. I would have given you inspiration on that.
What about Thorondor, the king of the eagle?
Because you were close, but
not close enough.
Right. No inspiration for your monsters.
Nothing. You get nothing.
Oh, damn. If only I had the power of a DM.
Oh, wait.
Oh, it's because I'm looking at the wrong one. That's why. There he is. And then you need to be on a different layer. You need to be on a token layer. That's your Zorn right here. Oh, no. Maybe if I did it the right way, like that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of gross, and this is definitely not the best picture of a Zorn, but you get the idea. This thing's going to come up from
an adventure of Gumball.
Yeah, melted a little bit, yes. So basically, you guys have a clapper that think of like a castanet, right? That you can throw. You can easily throw it 30 feet. If you want to throw it further than that, you've got to do it. Or if you're flying somehow and you want to drop it, you could also do that as well.
But it only drops 30 feet.
Yeah, but yeah, it just disappears if it doesn't hit the ground with 30 feet.
Right. That's too far. You didn't make the strength check with gravity.
But this thing will show up and start just trying to decimate anything around it until such time as either it's too hurt or it's dead. But that's what it will do. And then.
Well, if it's dead, it's probably too hurt then too.
Yeah, I mean, 6 of one, half a dozen of another. You're right.
Well, if it's half a dozen or half a baker's dozen, because then he gets.
But he didn't say baker's dozen.
Well, we don't know that.
He can count. That's why he didn't get into chefery.
This is fantasy, so it's actually Bakir. Bakir's dozen.
No, this is fantasy. So Tom's playing that he's good at math in this.
I did it. My math is so good.
I play a wizard, so I can finally be fucking smart.
Your intelligence is off the chart. What do? I don't know. I don't know.
I make things up.
I wish I could tell you. I just don't know. All right, monsters and NPCs. Where is General Tso's chicken? Here we go.
I was saying, man.
Boom.
I got all the names in this one. You better be riding a chicken. If you call him General, you better be riding like a giant.
I imagine he arrives, and just because I had so much fun with this when it happened the first time.
It's not General Tso, it's now Colonel Tso riding that.
He lands like very regally. Like this picture does a giant flying golden eagle no justice. It just looks like a giant turkey hawk. But It lands, it kind of like preens itself. It looks around. It sees like the swelling emotions of like the battle to come, and as it takes in each of you, its eyes stop on obscurity. It just goes, "Food!"
Okay, toss it.
It's like, yes, Raps. It immediately turns into a goblin.
Pocket weasel.
Oh. Wrong universe. It's a crossover episode.
No, you guys brought this on yourself. At some point, there is going to be a Regestian horde of tinkers that you will have to face. Good luck, and may
I'm
God
sorry.
have mercy on your souls.
How did we bring that upon ourselves?
Because you played a game with Tom.
Tom,
Okay.
So
Understood. Now I get it.
once
You've
you
sounded
played
the bell.
and Tom was involved, you should
Yeah.
have known better.
Yeah, exactly. You're right, and that's
Really
absolutely
should have.
Right.
accurate.
There wasn't any explanation needed further than that.
Right,
When you
yeah.
just like, how the
Yeah.
hell did Tom? Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate
That
your
explains
wisdom.
everything, and we
I
all
did.
know.
I did play that game. I did play in that game. Yeah, that's true.
When one asks, how did they get here? The answer is inevitably Tom.
You're right, and you're welcome. Interesting. I'm trying to give control of Takasi to you, and because it's a pre-made
Right.
character, it says
Yeah, pre-made characters take like a little bit. I forget how to even do it. That's why it's just like, here, give me a real creature. Then you just have an image, and then it's easy to give the permission.
That sucks, but okay. Well, take this down then, just so you're aware of it. Takasi, if you don't have it already, Takasi has an AC of 16 and has 26 hit points. Do this. Ooh, I could bring an image in from a different game and just say this is what you're flying, but
that's what I always do with stuff, because it's just like, I'm not going through the hassle of whatever you make me do. That's just so unintuitive.
I 100% have from another game an image of a pile of meat, and I'm tempted to just say that's your bird, but I won't do that. That's me.
Well, with the way you run things, it will be.
We'll see. I mean, you want to make it a target, have at it.
No, now that I know it's HP and AC, it's like, that's not that much.
Oh, that's kind of cool though.
This guy's gonna die.
Do this. Oh, nope. Make him a little
And then
bigger.
I lose my day flying.
Yeah, that's cool. You can do that one. All right. Go layer, token layer. Go control. Controlled by. Boom. Boom. All right. Even do this. Zip. But all right. So, and I think you guys had said that you were not interested in war horses, correct?
Nah.
I mean, they could be out in the field. It's nice to have an option.
All right. I mean, I'll leave them there. I'll leave them there then. It's 6 of one, half a dozen on the other. I'm just glad we're not like starting off having to deal with mounted combat, because I've read it and then I've read it again and then I've read it again and I'm like, oh shit. Okay. All right. Let's try to remember.
If you don't have that feat, it's kind of a pain in the fucking ass.
Exactly. I mean, you can do it, and there are ways that you can get benefits from it, but you're absolutely right. There's whole bunch of other shit that goes with it too. I do like how, by the way, Kevin, the eagle I just brought in and expanded was a free asset that like you picked up when you got your creature packs. So I really like the shadow on the ground with him. That's a pretty decent token.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't even know that was anything I did, because it's just like, you just get some free stuff.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, they start you off with a couple things at least.
I do like how it looks like it's now attacking one of the chaplains. just eating one of the chaplains. No, we need him. We need him.
You can eat him after.
What?
Oh, that wasn't for you.
I'm not speaking to you at all. All right, so
mind your business. This is where you're getting eaten.
Mind your E's and G's. That's what we say in the Eagle biz. Mind your E's and G's. All right. So the knights are where they're going to be. The cheval de freezes. I'm going to say freezes.
Freezes.
My French is
Freezes.
perfect. It
What
is
is
so
it,
good. So is like the layout of where everybody is. Okay.
I mean, I suppose so.
I mean, I guess for right now, where I am at is fine. And I think if you're giving us the opportunity to do some ranged attacks before they actually are up on our gate, then I'll probably just be using my short bow until
Okay.
I'm in hand to hand.
So just for range purposes, would you have preferred to take the longbow because you could have just gotten one from the war camp? It's got a longer range. I don't know if the short bow is specific to you for a reason. That's why I'm asking.
I would have always preferred a longbow. I have a short bow. I don't know if the reason why I have a short bow is because my character was not able to have a longbow for some reason.
I think you got them in like a pickup, you.
They were
Loot.
my second weapons.
Yeah, that's a word, right? That for some reason I couldn't remember. Yes, I think there was loot where you grabbed a short bow from it on the way to Sequin.
Got it. So if you're telling me I can have a longbow, then I will definitely take a longbow.
100%. And then what about everybody else? Like, what are your thoughts? Do you want to also kind of take a position with the archers until forces get closer, or where do you guys want to be?
I'm going to be kind of floating above and to the side of the archers.
Okay, completely visible, so the biggest target possible.
Well,
yes.
Yeah, completely visible, but I'm going to be about 20 feet up.
Okay. All right. Well, you said invisible, so sure. All right. By the way, I just want to do a quick zoom in on these guys because these guys are hilarious.
Yes, I was noticing that, where it's just like they've already decapitated themselves and thrown themselves on the horse. They are the opposite of the headless horseman. They are only a head horseman.
I was thinking that they're dwarves and their bodies are so small that that's all you can see of them on the horse, but that's fine. I mean, either way.
Median though, and they're just like, yeah, here, stick an axe in his hand and stick his head on a horse.
Just so you know, because these guys they're pretty good. The Dashkaban Knights are a squad. If at any point they lose their horses, they drop down in size to large. But while they are on their horses, they have lances, and if the lances hit, they do 8d12 piercing damage, or 4d12 piercing if the squad is at half its health or fewer. They also have battle axes, and and the battle axes do 8d8 slashing damage or 4d8 depending upon the size of the squad and what they're doing. So effectively, their lances can't be used if they are in melee with something. So basically they swarm around a target, and as soon as they are in melee, they can no longer use lances. But on that first hit, these are beefy hitters. So we shall see how this goes. Like I'm excited. We're gonna do some squad combat. We're gonna see how this goes. Hopefully it goes better than.
FYI, I am not. Excuse me. I'm not allowed my proficiency bonus with a longbow, so that's probably why I didn't have a longbow.
I thought so. Certain classes have that disadvantage kind of built into them. So it's up to you what you want to do. The short bow, you'll probably lose a couple rounds of being able to take a shot. If you don't want to use the longbow, you could also just have both bows with you, right? Like just sort of like Robin Hood style, where he plants the arrows in the ground and starts shooting, but instead you're planting bows in the ground. You're like, done with this one, give me the next one. Just go with it. That's pretty dope, actually. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it, but one of the reasons that the concept of the recurve bow was created was for dealing with armies, charging armies over long distances, and the archers would lay down on their backs and they would put their feet into the curvatures of the recurves, and they'd pull the arrows back and basically be like light ballista for their forces.
Huh.
Cool. It's a cool concept. That's why I think recurve bows are pretty dope. But anyways, so everybody's basically where they want to be. And I think if people are ready, we're gonna kick this off. Are you guys good to go? You ready?
Yes. For people attacking ranged, I'm thinking I'll just kind of go over and help with that, with some guidance. Maybe throw some towards obscurity, so that she can have a little bit more chance to hit.
I'm just gonna say that the archer longbow volley does 8d8 points of piercing damage on a hit. So maybe you'd give them guidance at first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just saying, it might be more beneficial.
Like when I said obscurity, I meant like an obscure name of anyone in these archer ranks.
You just like you go over to obscurity and you turn and you look at the archers and you just see that they're basically launching like tree trunks, and you're like, nope, I'm gonna give it to you. You shoot those. Do that.
Hey, when did the NPCs become stronger than us?
It's
probably all the time.
It's to be totally fair, it is only because they are squads, which is
right.
They're basically multiple characters all together making
raining arrows down.
Yes, yeah. So, okay. So if that's the case, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna stop the Russian winter. That's even possible these days. We're gonna kick off some battle music. And as this kicks off, I have some good news to tell you guys. Because what's supposed to happen is, as you guys are standing here, putting your forces where they're going to be, getting ready for the oncoming hordes, the Steppengard's army blares its horn. And the vast line of soldiers some 2,000 feet away starts to advance at a hustle. Just, and the amount of footfalls and forces coming towards you, you can feel the ground shaking. You can look down and like little pebbles or bits of dirt or mud are like shivering on the ground next to you. The enemy forces hustle at 40 feet per round for 35 rounds, traveling 1,400 feet, and then they begin to run, traveling 60 feet per round for 10 rounds, traveling the remaining 600 feet. If the heavy catapults were not all destroyed. The catapults also advance 100 feet over 10 rounds, slowly being pushed in positions and lobbying massive boulders towards you. Spies on the other side, after your antics last night and your heroics and sort of renown have become known, have determined where you are, and you would be the focus of several of these. However, there are no catapults to fire, and no giant boulders will you have to deal with. Forces continue forth. I'm going to scroll up the map, and there is, on the map, a green line. Do you see this green line? Or no?
Hold on.
Hold on.
No.
Nope.
I see the orange line that you're doing the 25, but
Okay.
on a white
Well, then
canvas.
I am going to. Ooh, cricket. Yeah, good. I mean, no. Let me do this, and do this, and then do this. Ooh, come on.
I'm not seeing any of those things you're doing.
That's because I haven't done them yet, so bear with me. It still isn't doing it. Come on, do the thing.
You didn't do.
Oh my goodness. I don't know why this is doing it this way, but red line. You guys see a red line?
Nope.
Yes.
Oh my God. There should be a red line right here. Yes, you
Yeah.
see the red line. Okay. Holy macaroons. All right.
Very well drawn.
Well, I
Very
thought I
liney.
drew it really good, and then it didn't do. And so coming towards you guys. The first thing that you see emerging over that line that people can start to potentially target are these guys. Go boom, and we're gonna go layer, go token layer. And then we're gonna go back to tokens, and we're gonna
What
go.
the heck? They're scary
Bam.
looking.
Is it the Putty Patrol?
Scary. I don't like them at all.
Did you find it? Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to move things appropriately, and I can't have you seeing certain things just yet. Because I mean, where's the fun in that?
That could be kind of fun.
Okay. Boop. Boom. Okay. All right. So you guys see that crossing the line first. And so this is going to be the first of the 10 rounds. And so some 500 to 600 feet away. I'm sorry, actually 600 feet away, which is, I think, the maximum distance for your longbows if you're going to fire them, are these. Who wants to target what?
Oh, that's
Or
600?
can you? Yes, 600 feet away. I'm gonna have the two. I'm gonna have the squad of archers target are the two center ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have one group fire at this one and one group fire at this one.
Then I'll go right out from center.
Let me handle those two, and then we'll do it. Squad of gallant archers, longbow volley. Oh, shoot. I forgot how the volley worked. This is, I mean, okay. Now I want this to happen against you guys at some point. Longbow volley. The squad launches a volley of arrows at the point within 600 feet. Any creature in a 5-foot radius sphere centered in that point must make a DC 12 Dex saving throw or take max damage, and on a failed save or on a save take half as much.
Oh, no fuckers.
So they're making a save. It's not an attack.
Yeah, they're not rolling to hit. They're not rolling to hit at all. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so now I got to look at them, and they are.
I guess my guidance would be going to obscurity.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought they were rolling to hit. My bad.
No worries.
Squad of stepping guard soldiers.
That is what normally would make sense with an attack like that. It's not a spell, but.
All right, so
guess
they
it is
are making
kinda.
Dex save. Okay, so and the Dex is against the DC 12. Okay, so both of these squads make them. I do like the golden rule that TJ had introduced, which is that sort of crit fumble on saves. If they do get a 20, I'm going to say that they don't take any, but that will also occur to you guys if there are any ranged attacks during this. However, a 1 is going to be really gross in damage. So would somebody roll me?
The only thing that kills Eric.
Would somebody roll me 4d8 twice?
Or D8.
Yes, please.
Or D8. Boom. And then again.
Yes, please.
12
Okay, that first one was really good. That second one was more or less what I thought was going to happen. So, all right. So the one on the left is going to take the 22 minus 22. Okay. I don't know. Like I'm gonna bad math my way through this and say I'm gonna put a dot on those guys. And then this group took the 12. Okay. Why can't I move me?
To the
That's
power.
not true, Tom. You move yourself all the time. I've got the power to move.
To move.
Yes. Good call out. Good call. All right. So what is everybody else doing as I work on maneuvering this?
It's a maneuver.
It's a maneuver. Boom. Okay.
Guidance.
Guidance on obscurity.
What is guidance? Give me
Plus D4
plus D4
on your attack.
Okay. So I will target this guy right here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do you?
No, that's only an ability check.
Heritage would call out. It might make sense if you target the ones we know have been hit. If we take them down, there's fewer of them.
I'll target the ones that have been hit.
Listen, do what you want, but it's one of those things where, like, Final Fantasy tactics, right? If you know that you can take one person out, that's one less thing that can hit you on their round, kind of thing. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong thing. Sorry. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. So, a volley of arrows did 22 points of damage, and then you shot and did 25?
Yeah.
You rolled a 25. Which
one
one
arrow just slicing through like 40 guys.
It's the Robin Hood Men in Tights, but instead of one person, it's Yonduing its way through all of them.
Right.
Which one were you shooting at? I'm sorry.
Oh,
Holy shit.
Right. And just the line that the arrow went was this way.
No, absolutely not. No, I'm sorry, but no.
I'm flying.
I'm flying. All right,
I'm
so
flying. This is bullshit. That's allowed. Rules as
pick
written.
one of them. Just pick
The
one
one
of them,
that's a
please.
little bit further back. The one that's touching that
That
red
one. Okay. Holy poops. All right. Minus 25. Yeah, I'm gonna put 2 dots on that one now. Oh my god. I mean, listen, they had an AC of 19. Like, that's no joke, but that's a lot of damage. Oh my god.
Jesus.
And they're at 600 feet right now.
They've started their turn moving towards you at 600 feet, so they're gonna end this turn at 540.
Okay.
And at 540 the next round will start, but none of them can engage yet.
Nor can I. Okay.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything on your turn?
I am going to regret not multiclassing to get whatever Eldritch Blast.
So
But aside
I'm
from
not.
that, no.
This is yet another moment where I'm like, man, if Chris wanted to jump back in, pew pew
Now
pew,
would be a
shit,
time.
it would be a time. All right. So as these forces start to advance, um, I'm just gonna move them down just a little bit to kind of keep revealing things to you guys, and then I think I'm just gonna leave them on the map until they get to where you're at. But you got again. So that was the first round of their movement. There's going to be 9 more of those. This goddamn pen's not working, so let's take this one. That's done. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to move them down. And then I'm going to go to the GM layer. And then I'm going to do this, this, this. And then we're going to go boom, layer, token, layer, token, layer, token, layer, token, layer. Actually, everybody give me a perception check. No, what's everybody's passive perception right now? That's a better check.
20.
Okay. So Venice, you're going to
18.
see this. Yeah, 18, you're going to see this. Does everybody have above a 15 for a passive perception?
Yeah, 17.
Okay. You guys are going to see that in the sky, directly behind these guys, some 30 feet up in the air,
T-Rex.
are, yes, T-Rex in griffin form, are 3 griffins flying above them. And then you also see that there seems to be something hiding in here, if like behind this group of 3, as if like the soldiers are protecting it for some reason. If you want to see more, you will have to make a perception check on your turn.
Or just destroy the soldiers that are protecting it.
I mean, okay, you know what, Kevin? I've already given you inspiration, so I can give you nothing more than saying, shut the fuck up. No, no, it's not true. That's not true at all. No, what I should say
What
is
an
that's
inspiration.
exactly right. Exactly. I'm inspiring you to be inspired. Okay, so
We're blocking them.
all right.
So they'll have to go around. Or destroy you from blocking them. Oh,
I'm bleeding,
yeah, I
making me
guess
the
that
victor.
too.
All right, so
That sounds like the less fun way for me. Yup. Goodbye.
okay. They move again, and they have now moved to 480 feet away from you. Archers. I'm gonna roll the. I'm gonna have the archers target those 2 in the center again. Left squad and right squad, respectively, left to left, right to right. I'm gonna roll saves for them. They 13 and 13. They both make the save. So I'm gonna need. I think it's on the save. It's 48. Yes. Squad of Gala archers. 48 on a save. The squad. No. So I have to apologize. A dexterity saving throw, taking 8d8 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. So what I would like you guys to do on this round is, whoever wants to do it, is roll 8d8 as that's what we should have done last time. And I'm just going to take that damage because I didn't have it last time because I didn't do the right thing. And I think that's fair.
I was trying to do a perception, by the way, during my turn, since I'm not going to be able to attack yet. But failed.
So
All right,
8d8?
Yes, please. Somebody roll 8d8. Twice.
Yeah, 2d4.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm sorry, did TJ do more damage on 4d8? Because I think he did. Oh,
I think
oh wait.
19 and a 23? That's
Oh,
pretty
no,
good.
no. So, Kevin, I actually wanted you to roll 8d8,
Eight.
so we're gonna add that all together.
Right.
Right. I'm sorry. I thought you rolled 8d8 and 8d8 again and got a 19 and a 23, and I'm like,
Oh,
that's
okay.
terrible. That's super bad. Like, that's really bad. Okay.
No,
so
the dice roller, the simple one, only goes to 6 of anything. So I just went 4 and 4.
now I understand. Sorry. I was just like when I read it, I'm just like, I'm pretty sure he did 22 on 48. How did that happen? So, all right. So for the first one on the left flank, that is 42 points of damage. I think.
Yep.
Yep. Minus 40.
All right,
See,
then,
Kevin gives me shit about math, but I can kind of math.
No, I know.
All right. That one is now suddenly critical. If somebody wants to give me another 8d8. Again, these guys did save, but you should have done more damage last time, so that's why I'm taking the full amount. All right, 32 from Sylvanas. Not from, Sylvanas you rolled, so okay. These guys are still holding on, but barely. I'm going to put the critical threshold on that one. And then the only other person that was taking a bow shot at this point was Obscurity. So Obscurity, do you want to try and take a shot at one of them? They both look pretty beat up. I would say the one center right is more so than center left.
Yeah, I do. The same one I shot last time.
Okay.
Nope.
17 is a miss, unfortunately. I mean, I don't know if anybody's ever taken the time to like shoot a longbow. I used to practice and compete with my dad when I was younger, and it's a lot of fun. But trying to hit something 540 feet away from you with a longbow, not an easy task. So what you did last round, you should still be patting yourself on the back. Those rear delts, patting those rear delts on the back of.
Yeah, that's the problem. She was, and then that's what
Why she
it
missed
threw
this
her
time.
off.
All right. So, all right. So,
but you also have inspiration.
And Bardic.
Yeah. I have actually several inspirations and a bardic inspiration. I'll hold. Oh wait, because I feel like there's a lot scarier things coming up.
I mean,
no, you use the scary things to block the weak stuff and hide the weak things that you haven't surprised. That's clearly what's about to happen.
All right. All right. So as they move forward again, this being the start of the third round, they now move up and they are within 420 feet of you. As they're closing in, as they move up, the three griffins shoot straight up into the air. And if anybody, and I'm going to hide them, I'm just going to put them on the GM level again. And if anybody wants to try to find them, you have to make a perception check first to figure out where they are.
You know, I'll follow the lead on that one, but not fail.
Okay, which one did you want to try to focus? Because they split up as they go up.
There were 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say 1, 2, 3. So left, right, center.
3.
I'm sorry, I set myself up for that. Let's say left, center, right. Which one did you want?
Well, when you said 1, 2, 3, I figured it was 1, 2, 3, just like counting from left to right.
It was,
to the right.
But as I said, left, right, center. I'm like, well, it'd be the left one, and then the right one, and then the center.
Right. Yeah, no, that's wrong. It would be left, center, right. But yes, so
you're able to see this one. I gotta put it back. Yeah, boom. Yeah, you're able to see this one, and it looks like it is moving slightly ahead of the soldiers, as if it's got like a faster pace a little bit, but you're unable to see the other ones. Again, this one is up in the air, so it might be a little harder to hit, plus maybe a little further away than everything, but that's effectively representing where the line is right now. All right, the archers are going to fire at the 2 center groups again to try to decimate them. I'm going to roll to see if I can save. Okay. The group that's on the left fails. The group on the right saves. So oh my God, Savanus. Well,
So it was
wasn't
a
even your
D8.
turn.
I know.
that group is dead.
It's a lot.
The group on the right saves, so 4d8. If somebody would roll that.
Jan, you want to?
Okay. You guys are doing so good, and I'm not typically very good at this.
Oh, you can do it. Believe in yourself. Believe in the heart of D&D.
You can do this.
The heart of the die. Right now.
Blue-eyed 8. Oh my God.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's
So
pretty good. 48.
They had
that's the highest 48 we've gotten.
That they had 7 collective hit points left. So
that was overkill.
Hold on. I want to make sure I'm not screwing something up, because I just got to make sure of something. I did screw something up. They have resistance to piercing damage, so I'm gonna put this one at about 25 right now, and I'm gonna give that guy about 25. They're not dead yet, but they're really, really hurt. They've been taking only half of the damage that you guys have been giving them. Nope, that's not right. Not giving them that much. Okay. I knew there was something I was forgetting about these guys. I'm like, how are you killing them so fast? Come on!
Fuck them.
Okay, but Obscurity, you gonna take another shot?
Oh, sure, yeah, absolutely.
Well, she hasn't even shot, or
that was just the
last
2
time,
squads.
Right?
Yeah.
Right, that was just those
in
guys.
Longbow range? I'm not in shortbow range yet, am I?
They have moved up to this round, which is they have moved up to 480 feet away.
Okay, yeah, still longbow range. Oh no, that's not gonna make it.
Oh no.
Sun's in my eyes.
You just all of a sudden go, "Oh, my face," and shoot one of the archers right in the face, killing
Listen,
your own team.
I am not behind any of my people.
And she's not
Front
even
of the
on a
line.
hunting trip.
Mm.
Uh,
Oh boy! All right, so anybody else ranged attacks or anything or checks or anything you want to
We
make?
don't want the eagle to like go out and maybe like snatch some people.
The eagle has 26 HP and 16 AC. If that thing goes out there to try and do anything, it's gonna die.
It's dead.
Every man dies.
I mean,
It's not
you
a
could.
man.
Every man.
I mean, listen.
Never really.
I
did.
don't want to give you guys ideas, but you could transmogrify the eagle into something.
A T-Rex.
I mean, I don't want to take that away from Nim, but I mean,
Ow.
that's an idea. So,
No,
all right.
that sounds
so,
excellent. It'll just be.
Takasi,
that
do you
I-
want to
I-
be one with your ancestors? Go be a dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Tom,
So
how big are these squares supposed to be?
they are 5 by 5.
But then that means they're only 110 feet away.
I'm sorry. The map is not great. So what's supposed to happen is as soon the red line that you guys can see is supposed to be that like the mark where like combat can start in general, but it doesn't make sense.
So that
So-
will be 600.
Yes.
Okay,
And
so,
so
if
that's-
we do
that's-
this,
That's effectively why I'm just leaving them where they are on the map until we get within like probably the next 2 rounds.
Hey
so
Tom,
I
what
changed
is
the settings on it. So now you can actually move them if you're moving them 30 and stuff like that. I mean, it's 20 and 40, so if you're moving them 60 anyway. So
Yeah.
now it's actually accurate for you.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
All right.
Yeah, there's
so,
just settings in each page. So instead
Yeah,
of
no,
5 by 5, it can be 20 by 20 in this case.
it was like the way that the map was set up where they just put everything, they basically were like, we're going to draw a line and then put all of the stuff here. And then this green line, which I had to draw a red line, is where you can start making things happen. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is terrible. But also, if you were going to draw a 2,000 foot long map in Roll20, the whole world would blow up. I get it. So,
Well, we're just changing the settings on it, so now it's scaled correctly.
okay. So
There's
we are
okay.
now at the start. I'm sorry. Thank you for doing that. All right. We are now at the start of the 4th round, which means they're going to move within 420 feet. So smoke them if you got them. Hang on. Let me do this.
Way
and then
ahead of
figure
you.
out. All right.
Tom?
So-
Quick question. That eagle, what challenge rating?
Takasi?
Yeah.
It's a giant eagle, like whatever the standard is for the. I don't have something beyond that. 3.
Okay, so it's a CR1. So if we were to polymorph it, it could only go to a CR1.
I thought it was. I thought
What?
I thought polymorph was based on the caster's ability to get there.
No, it's that form can be any beast that you choose that has a challenge rating equal to or less than the target's or the target's level if it doesn't have a challenge rating.
Oh.
Hmm.
So yeah, I would just be
Hmm.
a T-Rex that gets delivered over. In that case. Because honestly, I was just thinking, I never want to like assume I'm getting polymorph or anything, because it's just like, no, I'm not gonna assume that's what you're gonna do with your turn. Is do anything for me necessarily. Obviously we're on the same team. I'm not assuming we're doing nothing for each other, but it's like I don't know what I'm gonna do on my own because I don't have much in terms of range stuff, so I can't help as much with that. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. If I get turned into a T-Rex, once that ends, at least I have armor. So
Yeah, and the
That's
T-Rex is CR8, so that's like the
I
best you.
think I think the other thing to consider, and then I'll shut up, is also remember that this is the first wave, and that there are several waves. So if you want to hold an A bomb and blow it at the beginning, by all means. But it's
yeah,
up to you on what you want to do, and I will be right back.
more of a T-bomb, but yeah,
You mean more of a P-bomb?
no,
Yeah.
I didn't mean that.
But the good news is it's a that one's a 4th level, and I have 3 4th level spells.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we
I
could, depending on it,
I
how it
do
goes, polymorphs throughout if the
occasionally.
situation calls for it.
I'm gonna start with my 3rd level fireballs at some point, just to.
Yeah, I think if this is the first wave, we kind of try and feel it out, see what we can do to stop them from getting close.
Yeah.
Don't go too crazy. I can't imagine
Oh no, no, I'm
this is
gonna.
everything. I don't know what good battle tactics would be, but I can't imagine that the battle tactics we're going to see in a D&D game are anything but. It gets harder.
When are we going to drop the Zerbert?
That's right. We have that thing. We got to watch out for these birds.
Yeah, I was thinking.
The giant eagle can drop the Zerbert.
Oh, that's a good
Ooh,
point.
I like that. But I think we don't want it to be thrown out like too far where we can't help. Just in the same way that it's like I don't want to get thrown out too far, even though I've got high AC, the amount of guys that will just be swarming. It's like that's just bad strategy. Unless it's just overwhelmingly powerful, but we aren't. For some reason, we're only one level higher.
All right, I'm back. Wait, are you complaining? Are you complaining about being a level higher? What?
No,
I have
I'm
Alchemist
complaining
Fire.
about
The
only
giant eagle
being a level
can drop
higher.
Alchemist Fire down on them.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Cool. Cool. All right. So they moved. I'm sorry. So they're roughly where they are now, and that should be approximately 420 feet away from you, roughly. Looks like they're closer. I moved them too much. Well, I guess those guys are okay. Whatever. They're closing in. I've got a mark. I'm not going to say that they meet up to you until a very specific like round mark right now. So you're good. But things are starting to like move around. They're starting to get closer. The DM is remembering that they have lots of also resistances that I should have goddamn remembered. But anyways,
Yeah, it happens.
what are you doing? What are you doing on your turn? I'm really glad I remembered that before I said they were dead, which is why I should take that fucking X off. He's not dead yet. He's close. He's close, but he's not dead yet.
I feel happy. What are they at? 350 now?
They are currently 420 feet away. So that's still outside the range of your war mages as well.
Okay. I think we just continue with the volley system and just see what happens.
I would be remiss, and I don't want to make a big point of this, but I do want to say that Moruk there is that itch, that possibility of making a deal if you want to about stuff and things.
I put him on the block list.
You
Right, I was
did.
gonna
You did.
say.
You did indeed. You did indeed. I'm just saying, like, as you're seeing these forces coming towards you, it's one of those things, right? Like where you make a decision and you're like, I've made the right decision. And then there's that thing where you're like, did I make the right decision? Just something to think about as this battle continues. That's all.
This thing might have the ability to like cure Stepping Guard's madness.
Yeah, and wipe out our own army.
And wipe out our what?
I mean,
our own army. Like, oh, I can do a lot of damage. Just let me loose one time, fireball, but 20 feet in front of me. So I don't know.
I'm just saying.
No, you have to have a conversation with it. It hasn't lied to you thus far.
We don't know that.
Yeah, true.
I know.
We
don't know anything unless he told us. But I'm willing to discuss.
Oh, if only you did have Melchizedek's sword, then she'd be able to have a conversation with it and be able to determine whether or not.
Oh man, Mel, calm down. Calm down.
All the voices in my head.
Exactly. There'd be a whole conference up in there.
Cool. Slowly turning myself into Legion. Like it.
I better get that fucking power.
Roll the dice. Yeah, every turn, roll the dice and see what you can do. Are you you? Are you them? Are you the person you can't control? I mean, to be honest, I think that's amazing. But sure, all right.
Yeah, I think that'd be really fun to play.
There's there's a class in the original Pathfinder game that was called like a spiritualist or something similar, where you could take the spirits of things that died near you, some of them if they wanted to, and some of them by force, and they could give you gifts, but they could also be really malicious if you took them and didn't let them go to their afterlife. So I just feel like we're building towards that right now, and I love it. So all right, so it is round 4. They have moved up. I'm gonna roll 2 saves as they take another attack. The only person, just as a reminder, the only person that can see this griffin right here is Nim. No one else knows where they are because no one else has made that. Okay, they both pass. So 48 damage. Roll 48 twice, somebody, and remember it will be halved because they have resistance to piercing.
I'll go advanced. Was it only 4?
4d8, yes.
17.
So reduced to 13, right? Right? No. No, what's half of 17?
No, 13 works.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. So 10 goes to 5, 7 goes to 3, so 8 points of damage. Okay. All right. And then what's the other one?
Dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I always give you credit for your math.
I hate your math. I love your math. I hate your math.
You were right.
I love your... Yeah.
Quick math.
Quick math. What'd you do? All right. Somebody, 48 again. Somebody else or whoever, just roll 48, please.
Oh no, 14.
Okay, that one's easy. 7.
Also, that was easy. 17.
It was so easy. I had to take a moment. All right, shut up. Also, yes. All right. All right. Obscurity. The only other person who's shooting a bow right now. What are you doing? You take a shot?
I'm shooting a bow.
Who are you shooting at?
The same one. Doesn't hit.
Does not hit.
Oh, and I didn't roll a perception check for that griffin. Can I do that?
You can.
Okay.
I mean, you could roll a perception check for any of them if you wanted. You just have to tell me who you're looking for.
The Griffins.
So remember, there's 3, and you have to pick one. You want to try to find it because it's up in the sky.
Closest one.
Okay, so obscurity misses. Nim, you still see this, or were you trying to see the same one?
Could I look for a different one?
You can. Which one would you like to look for? Left,
2.
center, or right? You know where right is. So center with a 22.
I want to see the closest one.
All right. Well, that makes my life easier because you both see that this guy is closer.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
There's still a third one that's somewhere out there, but that one seems to be moving even faster than the first one was moving. For some, like there seems to be something happening there.
Oh, like a haste spell?
You're not sure, but they like there. It seems crazy that that's moving faster than the rest of the griffins, or that you can see, kind of thing. Okay, they're at 420 feet away. Nobody else.
I would have taken my if I had done the perception beforehand. I would have taken my shot at that griffin instead of the same old thing that I've been shooting at.
I'm gonna say you rolled. We established what that was, and then you did your perception check.
Okay.
If you'd like to do it next round, that's fine. Just call it. But I don't want to go back on that. All right. Okay. We are now at the start of round 5. They move up again, and so I'm just basically gonna be like, nope. I don't want to draw lines. I'd like to do this. I want to go, boop, 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 boop. Boop. I know I'm moving them faster than they should be. I'm just moving them. It is what it is. Chandler, deep doop. This one. Move over there. And then we're gonna go back to here, and they're gonna go ba-doop, doop. Okay, they are now. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, 6, 540, 540, 480, 480, 420, 420, 360, 360. They are now 300 feet away from you guys. If that affects anything for anybody.
I still don't have the Eldritch Blast.
All right, then I'm gonna roll 2 saves for the 2 groups in the center that have been targeted before. They both fail this time, so 8d6. 8d6, right? I think I'm saying this. Was it D8? Oh, shit.
It's been a D8.
It's been a D8. I'm sorry. Yes. So 8d8. Yes. Stepping guard. Gallo archer. Sorry. Gallo archers 8d8. Yes. 8d8. I mean, somebody. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. 27 reduced, so that's going to be 13. And this guy is still up. Barely. I mean, like, super barely. And then another 88, because the other guy failed too. Holy shapoops. That is... Jesus Christ! So 21, and this guy is now officially dead. This squad is not on the map anymore. That's all done. That is all done. Wow. That's I mean, that's not max. Like what? 88 is 64. Like right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
But 43 is fucking really good. Like that's even with resistance. It only had 18 hit points left. So like you like even
Well,
reducing
it
that
needed
blew that
that
away. Yeah. So
in that case.
okay, and
And
then
I mean, there's still 50s, which obviously is just a higher number. We all get that. But
that's fair.
just we
But
haven't even we haven't hit those either.
obscurity, are you going to take a shot? And what are you going to take a shot at is
The
the big question.
Griffin. The closest Griffin.
All right, so the closest Griffin, and take your shot.
Boom. Jesus. I'm gonna use
Wow.
one of my inspiration.
Well,
Holy
wait. Before you do this, because I was gonna say this after your shot came in, because it seems like there's some sort of magic around these things right now that you're not entirely sure of, and you don't know if you're going to be able to get by. So you may want to hold your shot to the next round. The bird is too far forward on the map right now. I'm just sort of Kevin was like, "I'll fix this for you," and I was like, "I'm just going to keep moving shit forward because I'm not going to listen, even though I said thank you because I'm dumb." But it just like it's not as close as it seems. It's getting close. It will be close soon, but there seems to be some sort of like magical coverage around them besides just like the wisping clouds and air.
Got it.
Okay, I think that's everybody who can do anything on this round. Boom, it moves to round 6. They move closer still, and at this point they are within 240 feet of you guys. So boom, boom,
TJ, what's
boom.
your range?
I think the highest range I have is 120, but I'm
Yeah.
looking now to see if there's anything I can do, but I think it's 120.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. And even with that, that's, Dispel Magic and Moonbeam, so I'm not even going to be casting those.
Fireball's 150,
Okay.
so that is my furthest one.
Even that, we want to make sure, like we were talking about, just using sparingly. But I was just curious. I'm like,
as
these ranges are a lot closer or a lot further away once you realize how far they are in relation to your ability to do anything.
Yeah.
Well, like in a dungeon, you're like, I've got everything.
Right.
But on a giant battlefield, yeah, very different for sure.
What room in the dungeon is going to be more than 150 feet away?
Fill it with fireball.
Exactly. If it is, just kill it. Just kill. That said, I think that one of the things that happens, well, I can't say I think because I had to roll for this so that it would happen. As they move forward, rushing in front of them, some basically right about here, and then like cutting across. Nope, let me do it this way. Cutting across the battlefield and then pivoting up, which means that anyone who wants to order them to try to do this can try to do this. But the War Mage, Kelkin, rides across in front of them, spurring on Steppengard's forces, and launches a fireball. And a fireball is going to hit. Somebody roll me a d3, please. One. All right. Fireball is going to hit right here, and it's going to affect this group of soldiers and this group of archers. So for the fireball, both of them need to make reflex saves. Okay, I gotta go to the right page. Nope. Squad of Gallo archers. Their reflex is they have a +2. Okay. Well, that's a 9 total, and the Dashkaban Knights have a +1. That's a 12, and then they both fail with that. Somebody roll me 8d6, please.
8d6.
Yeah, actually, roll it twice, because that's what the knights are going to take, and that's what the archers are going to take.
8d6. All right. So can I do custom?
I think if you go advanced or custom, it might do it for you.
Where
Or
the
if you're in
hell-
if you're in D&D Beyond, you could just do it that way too.
Not seeing custom advanced roller. Yeah, there we go. 8d6. And
Okay.
twice.
Oh shit. Okay, so the knights are going to take 29 points of damage, and they are going to take 1 mark. And then the archers are going to take 36 points of damage, and they are now at half health, and they can only do half their volley damage. As this group of this like laughing war mage rides across with like a whole like phalanx of soldiers and guards around him going as Kelkin rides across, and it goes to you guys. Heritage is gonna say, keep focused on the ones approaching, don't worry about the ones cutting across. You heroes, what it is you want to do, that's up to you. And I'm going to have, unless somebody tells me otherwise, I'm going to have the 2 squads of archers fire. Is that cool?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So the group that's almost dead totally saves, which is stupid. They should have failed, but they save. And the group on the left, which they were the other squad was going to target, which was this one, is they fail, so they're going to take the full brunt of the damage, although they have resistance, so they'll have it. So let's deal with that first. Somebody want to roll 8d8 twice, please, and thank you.
I
Also,
already have this up.
oh wow. So I'm just going to do
I just had it already set up.
Nice.
This group is dead. That's ridiculous. And then this group is going to take reducing that is still going to take 21 points of damage, and that's enough to put a mark on them as they continue to close in. Obscurity, you fired a 10. Any chance you want to use like an inspiration or do something? And also, I don't know who you were shooting at. So
We're shooting at the Griffin. Obscurity gets pissed off at this point. She has fly, so she's just gonna fly at that Griffin, and should have.
So the Griffin is currently 300 feet away.
Right.
So I'm not saying you shouldn't fly at them, but okay, you know what? You do what you need to do. You are picked.
She's just gonna fly towards the Griffin. She's not gonna get there.
Okay.
But she is going to fly her max speed, full throttle, and try to essentially connect with that Griffin before it gets to our.
With like 2 arrows in your hands, you're just gonna fly at it like you're the arrow.
No, I'm just gonna punch the shit out of it
with the arrows. Arrow punch. Arrow punch. Yeah. So
my fists do more damage.
I have no doubt. That's why when you were like, I used the lantern, I was like, do you really use the lantern?
No, I definitely will. But
wait a minute, your fists do more damage than your nunchucks? Is that true?
They do the same.
Oh, this is the same because the monk
Yeah.
weapon. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
All my weaponry does the same
Yeah, at some
exact
point it
damage,
just
with the
becomes.
exception of Twilight, because I do an extra d6 of fire with it.
understood. All right. All right. So squads fired 300 feet away. We start round 7. At round 7, they move to within 180 feet.
With my could I have used my dash as a bonus action after that attempted arrow strike? So I would move double
You absolutely
my
can.
speed. Okay, so I
Unforgettable.
would have gone out 110 feet
No,
on
I
my
got you.
turn.
I got you.
And it just came in 100 feet towards me.
So you move towards it. It's moving towards you. You haven't reached it yet, because at the end of last round, it was still 300. It was at 240 feet away.
Okay.
So how far did you fly away from the front line?
Me 110 feet.
All right. So at the end of this round, it is 180 feet from you. So it is within precious feet, but it is not there yet. It doesn't have the chance to attack you, but if you want to continue moving towards it, you could attack it. If when after the archers take their turn. However, at 180 feet away, I think it's still outside the range of the spellcasters. Yes. I'm going to take that as a yes because I don't think that. Oh shit! Obscured. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought Nim just ran out, and I was like, "Oh, what is this? What's happening?" But okay, so you're flying out there to get after it. This thing's
That was
closing
my
in on you.
last turn. That was the move for my last turn. I
Yeah,
haven't
no,
gone.
no, I got you. I got you.
Okay.
And so I think Heritage is going to call because the two center squads are out. Heritage is going to call for the archers to aim for the next center squads coming in because those are the next potential damage dealers. The knights, the Dashkaban knights are getting antsy, but they know that their range is within the next round or two that they can rush out and lance attack and do the most damage that they can. So they're holding, waiting. The war mages also have the range for fireball. They don't want to burn those right off the bat, but they're willing to do it, especially when things start to get closed up and grouped in. They're holding next to that. I think the chaplains, this chaplain in particular, is going to come here. He's going to come up to this group, and this chaplain is going to do a Gallo chaplain. Where are you? Come on, Gallo chaplain. I think he's going to do a 4th level cure wounds, because if he does a 4th level cure wounds on this squad, it will get him back up above half, so he can do a full volley next time. So, cure wounds. What do we look? 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier, and it is it's going to be 48 plus. What is your modifier? Gallo Chaplain. Your spellcast mode is +5, so 48 plus 5. Does somebody want to roll that for me? Por favor.
Or D8 plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
24.
19. Kevin, I'm sorry. I was like 19, and you're like 24, and I'm like, holy shit, am I going blunt? Oh no, he added it. Okay.
Right.
All right. Okay, and with 24, nope. Go on, come on. Okay, and with 24, nope, that's fucking stupid. I just gave like 40 extra hit points to my chaplain because I put it on the wrong guy. So
Nice.
hold on. Okay, that's fine. Now, let's do this. Boom. 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 Okay, and I'm going to take a mark off this guy. Bam. And he's back to normal. Okay. I think as they're right now here, and as the griffins are starting to close in, he's going to... he's looking at the forces, so let's do this. Do a perception check. Perception check. He doesn't see it. Okay. He's... unless somebody tells him not to, Heritage wants to make this group make an additional attack against this group. Is anybody opposed to it? This is using one of his like additional attack abilities.
No, I think that's fine.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll a save. I rolled a save, so it's gonna be 8d8 and it'll be halved. If somebody wants to roll that.
$88.
8d8, please. All right, so 15 and 4, 19 points of damage. You're welcome, Kevin. That puts a wound mark on that guy. Okay. I mean, they're closing in. They are closing in. They're getting there. Attacks have gone. Obscurity. You missed on this one, correct? I think that's everything for this round, right?
I didn't miss. I didn't fly yet. You said I was going to be able to get there in my next.
Oh no, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I looked back and saw the 10. So yes, if you want to fly up to this griffin, you can make it up to this griffin.
Yay! That's what I do.
I mean, you're also very apparent to everybody on the battlefield right now. But just say it. Just say it. Just say it.
I am. And I punch it, sir.
Okay. I mean, you can try. I've seen some ones tonight. Maybe you punch yourself. Who knows? I did also see a 20, and you did a considerable amount of damage. So, an 11, I'm sorry, does not hit.
Oh, jeez. Flurry of blows.
You can't hit this thing!
I did that one.
Oh, poop. That's definitely a hit.
Jesus.
That's definitely a hit.
It's only fails and successes. Just
oh my god! You do the worst. You do like no damage. Oh my god. All right, so 12 total on your third strike. Hold on.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, it takes some damage.
Oh my god! Fucking bullshit.
Okay, wait. I will say this: that those strikes do put a wound mark on it. How about that? How about that? Also, move yourself right next to it because you're right next to it now.
Fucking on top of that bitch.
I mean, I don't know if you're on it. You're next to it.
humping it.
It's getting ready to peck your butt, is what it's getting ready to do.
My nunchaku's going right up the backside.
First of all, you don't have that movement, so no. Stop
I
it.
don't have that movement.
It's already
Anyways,
been
Sorry, you're
stated
not allowed
that
to thrust
it's
in this
being
game. No
humped.
thrusting.
I mean, the humping has started. The humping has started. Yes. Holy shit. Okay. All right. So that is the end of that. What I think is I would like to go one more round of movement and actions, and then maybe we'll call it for tonight because that gets them within 180 feet, which is right on the cusp of where people can start to do things who have been holding and waiting and waiting. So we are now at round 8. At round 8, they move forward again. Boom, boom, boom. No, I'm not moving the 8, guys. No sense doing that. Boom, 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 boom. This guy moves up. This guy casts a cure spell, and these guys get some hit points back. Okay. Need to GM level this. We're gonna go this, and then this guy's gonna go boop, boop. Okay. And then this, that guy's gonna go here. This guy's gonna go here. Again, the dimensions on this map are wrong because I'm just being stupid and moving things and making things happen, but it is what it is. And the griffin that's next to obscurity is going to attack obscurity. And then the archers are going to go, and then obscurities is going to go, and then I think we'll call it. And so, griffin. Where is my griffin? Where's my griff? My griffin. Okay. Here we go. Griffin makes 2 attacks. One with his beak, one with his claws. Obscurity, should the black be the beak or the black be the claws? You gotta tell me before I roll.
Sorry, I was muted. Black is beak.
Okay. So the beak is a 15, and I'm pretty sure that doesn't hit you. Yes. However, the claws are a 24. I'm pretty sure the 24 is gonna hit you. And so the claws are gonna do. I'll do it in roll 20. The claws are gonna do 2d6 plus 4. Boom. Advanced. 2. Come on. D6 plus 4. All right. 11 points of slashing damage as the griffin lands a claw. Like its beak comes in and you dodge out of the way, but it takes one of its 4 legs and just slashes it towards you. And unfortunately, it catches you and rips down maybe like the front of the leather on the armor on your leg, dealing like a scoring hit. Okay. I think it's the archer's turn. I'm going to have the archers go. We make some saving throws from the people that have been hit or the groups that have been hit. Shit. Fuck. They both fail. So 8d8 for both of these. Like we started tonight, they were rolling really. Oh, Jesus. All right. So 15 plus 3. The one on the left is going to take 18 points of damage. Okay, that's he's not at half yet, and then the one on the right, another 8d8.
Does someone else want to roll that? Or do you want me to roll it?
Not it.
You can get it. Excuse me.
Months. Ooh. Same
Pretty
damage.
similar.
Another 15, 18 points of damage. Boom. Minus 18. This guy is definitely now at the bloody mark. Boom. Okay. And that is and then obscurity. It is your turn, and then everybody else. If there are things you can do, so the map is wrong, but they should be currently at about 180 feet out.
Yeah, it's about
Well,
that.
I mean, from you they are, but they should be 180 feet out from the red line in front of the Cheval de Cheval de Frise. Yes, obscurity. That's a hit. Of course it is. 10 points of damage gets the Griffin, and then a 19 is a hit as well.
Oh. Flurry of blows.
Oh, no.
Oh, poops! And then another 10 points of damage. Come on, get a 1. Get a 1. Oh, no, that's 19, isn't it? Total damage. Wait, hold on. Wait, stop rolling damage. Stop! Stop! Okay, hold on. So your first strike did 10 points of damage. Your second strike did 10 points of damage.
Relax.
You did a critical strike that did 19 points of damage. Yes?
Okay, so we have 10 points, then we have 10
Yes,
points.
everything
then we
you've
have-
said.
Yep, 19 and then 10.
Okay, and then your
30
fourth
plus
strike.
19.
Okay, and then your fourth strike.
Yeah, 10.
How do you kill this griffin?
Jeez.
This beautiful feathered beast.
I rip its intestines out of its asshole because that's where I've been punching it this whole time.
Wow. How brutal.
First of all, powerful. Second of all, disgusting. Third of all, kids. I did not put a disclaimer on this episode. And anybody listening, I am very sorry. Jen is terrible, so I'm sorry.
I rip its rider out its asshole.
You know what? I don't. NDA.
Asshole and then rip it out.
It's gone. It's a sconce now for you, I guess. So okay. I was good. Like there was a part of me that like after the third hit, I'm like, oh, are you gonna try to stun it? And you're like, you hit it again. And I'm like, what's happening? Are you still? Oh shit, you blew it away. Yep, no, it's dead. So, yeah, this dead griffin plummeting to the ground. So.
Cool. I'm surfing it over to the other griffin.
All right. So we have made it through 8 rounds of an advancing force. You guys doing damage. Several of you have had to just sit back and wait. I apologize. I know that that's been like difficult because everybody wants to be able to do stuff. However, I think right now as we're at 11:30, we should probably pause for the time being. As we move to round 9, the enemies will be within 120 feet, and then round 10 they basically like full on flush run and it's combat. So one more round of range combat if people have it, but everybody should have range combat if they want. And then from there, I think at the end of the next round, Heritage's plan is to send the Dashkaban cavalry out to do as much damage as they can, and then either retreat or be supported by you guys or wherever they can. Just because, I mean, 12d12 or whatever it is, like if like they're gonna do a shit ton of damage. So, you guys,
well, what type of damage is that?
That the Dashkaban Knights are doing.
Yeah.
The Dashkaban Knights are going to be doing with the lances piercing damage, but it's 8d12 points of piercing damage. So it'll be halved, but it's
Okay.
I mean, it's still that's what is it?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. AT10 is 80, so it'd be 88. It'd be 90. Max damage would be 96 halved. Would be 45.
48.
Plus 3. Yeah, 48. I mean, still a poop ton of damage. So, and then remember that as they cross in, your war mages can start flinging things as well. The only thing to also remember or possibly consider is that over here, these archers are looking pretty good from the Chamberlain, but these knights have taken some damage. So, who are you trying to perceive, Nim?
The final Griffin.
P. Tier Griffin.
Crap.
Well, what you notice, and maybe it's too late, but what you notice is this Griffin's about to cross your lines.
All right. I'm gonna head to bed, guys. So
Good night.
good night.
Good
Sounds
night.
good.
All right, everybody.
right,
Thanks for
later,
playing.
guys.
I hope you guys have fun. I know this is a challenging format, but also an interesting one because we haven't done it before. So I hope you're having fun. And if we can, I'll see y'all next week. All right.
Sounds
Later.
good. Later, guys.
Later, everybody.